Hey, what's up? See where the continue point is. I was kind of playing around with a few different options here. One of them being like, let's see. Let's turn the music back down a little bit. So, let me see. I think I took this. Wait a second. That's not right. Did we take this? Yeah. Alright. Cool. So, I basically had claim to Baymont, and my aunt refused to give it up when I tried to revoke her title, so I just ran up on her just now and took it. I threw her in jail for refusing the claim. I could use the money, so I'm just gonna ransom her. I might already have set it to ransom before I quit. And so I also formed an alliance with the King of England because my aunt, Queen Maria, is the queen. So we have an alliance with the England, we have an alliance with the Holy Roman Empire. There's some wacky shit going on over here where she is now the Duchess of that whole duchy. I guess that I looked at the transfer title, like how she became that from your daughter. And it looks like it was like a faction demand, like a faction rose up against Blanca Stormes. And I guess took it from her while we were fighting the war for France. So, but she had pushed down a little bit and took this area. And she's also took this. So, I mean, she's pushing out to start taking some of the Arab countries below. And then obviously we won the war in France, so I just recently became the king of France, so everybody here hates me. There's still a bunch of duchies that haven't been created yet. So I was gonna make my brother, who I just took that county, I was gonna make him, I have to create the duchy, but I was gonna make him the Duke of Valois. This guy owns a lot of territory. This is my uncle. And he owns the Duchy of Champagne, which is expanded pretty far. It's only supposed to be that blue area, but he's extended it to here and here. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get him off. I don't have any claims, so even though I'm the king and I can revoke his title, just straight up claim the whole duchy with all the counties in it, except for because he's also the Duke of Orleans, so he would keep these two. But that's an act of tyranny because I don't hold a claim to it. So even though I could pull it, and he's got a 30% chance to accept or to rise up and fight me, all my vassals will lose 20 opinions. So I can't go for that now. So even though we're the king now of France, we have all this territory, we still don't have rights. This whole kingdom of Aquitaine, which hasn't really been formed yet. So she's just the Duchess, but she's spreading out, and she's got minus 100 opinion of me, mainly because they decided to convert their faith to Catholicism. So all of this and Catholicism starting to spread. I don't want that to spread down here into Spain, so I'm gonna, one of the things I could do is demand her to convert, which she'll probably refuse, but that'll give me a reason to go to war and imprison her and then demand her to convert. or I can send like my bishop in here to start converting county by county to Catholicism and things like that. So that's kind of on the table. Brother Dukes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's him. He's got -15 opinion now because I just gave him a county. Everybody, of course, wants rights on the council, you know. And I also fucked up by the succession laws are set to all children inherit equally right now. I don't know how that happens. Probably because that was like the laws that were in France when I took it over. But basically, I have all these French vassals now that hate me, so I can't change any of the law. So I probably should have changed this before going to war with France after raising the crown authority. So that's one thing. We're still like at risk to lose now Portugal and those other counties to Jerusalem when she becomes queen. And I found out that you did not marry this guy matrilineally. So stupidly, your new, my cousin, she is of this other dude's house. And she's, I don't know if she's in the line of succession or not, but she's definitely not part of the house. And then this is the bastard child that Stormy ended up having with the bishop. And I'm not close enough to legitimize him. But it did like lay claim. Let's see, realms. I did lay claim to this territory here. And the guy's got 82 troops. I can literally just go there and sweep him and take that county. And then I should be in like diplomatic range to interact and get this under control with what's going to happen with Jerusalem. So here's like basically like the scoop. Now that I own France, let's say to my brother, then all of this is going to not be Lyon anymore. It's all going to be France, right? The only way I can like keep it is if I form an empire, right? Like the Holy Roman Empire. Like if I form the Empire of Spain or form the Empire of France, then kings can be my vassals. And then I wouldn't really care, like if she, you know, became like the Queen of Jerusalem, this would be part of Jerusalem, but she would still be under the empire of either Spain or France, whichever I would want to create. Like for instance, you can go to these titles, you can see like this is de jure part of, here's the actual Kingdom of France, that's the de jure title, but they had sucked all this up under the Kingdom of France when we took it. You know what I'm saying? So, but the Empire title, which is the Empire of Francia, would be that. Now to create that and become like the Emperor, I need 1,000 gold, and I only have 70 out of 90 required counties. So I would need to take over 20 more counties, which really wouldn't be possible with the alliances because some of those counties, you know, fall within the Holy Roman Empire. Right? So all of this, right, that I need is within the Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. And then England has like this whole section that would be part of it. So I basically don't want to do that. They're not able to really advance on me unless they break the alliance. I married this one just straight up. I mean, I got the alliance straight up from England. Let's go back to the kingdom titles. So you can see where it's like bleeding over. Like England has got that part of France. We got this part of, you know, this is supposed to be a kingdom of Aquitaine, whatever that is, Aquitaine, yeah. And then all these kingdoms basically are falling into the Holy Roman Empire. So we need to, basically, if we want to keep all this land like under our belt, you know, I have to either come over here and take all of this, like, because I can also form the Empire of Spain, right? So if I took all this, I could form the Empire of Spain, and then this would fall within the Empire of Spain because I own it already. So if we could do that before giving my brother the Kingdom of France, then like I would give him the Kingdom of France, but he would still be one of my vassals under the Empire of Spain. And this would be just like the Holy Roman Empire. This would be all the you know, the Empire of Spain. And then this way I can make like multiple kings. Like there could be like a King of Leon, a Kingdom of France, or whatever, all within underneath me as the emperor, right? So that's going to be kind of difficult. One, because this thing is ready to pop. I mean, everybody here obviously hates me. I can't change any laws right now. If I strip any of these people's titles, all my vassals are gonna like go crazy. Like this guy, he's got this pretty large duchy, and he'll accept. Like he's afraid of me, so I could like revoke his title and say I want the Duchy of Toulouse with all of the counties within it, and he'll accept 100%. I don't even got to use a hook on him. But because I don't have a claim to the duchy, like a natural rightful claim, it's an act of tyranny. So even though he accepts, everybody loses 20 opinion of me. So that's kind of the dilemma. So find a reason to go to war with if she doesn't change her religion, and I might be able to like just straight up imprison her for not converting. She's got a pretty sizable army, and I'll have to call my allies into that fight. My army is raised right now because I just took this little county. So these little guys, you know, they're like direct vassals, and I don't really have to take them because I could just create like the duchy of this duchy here, like this guy. Let's see, the duchy of what, Valois, right? I could just create that title right now because I have enough like counties within it, plus it's like within my kingdom, and the duchy hasn't been created. So I can create that duchy and then give this duchy to my brother and start strengthening him because I want him to start getting strong. And then like try to strip another duchy like this guy's and also give that to my brother, and then make my brother the king, and he should have enough power between all the land that he would hold to like actually hold down the Kingdom of France. And you know, who knows if this would, you know, rebel and want independence as the Kingdom of Aquitaine or Tain. So this is kind of like the shit that's on the table coming back. One thing is like this entire kingdom here, I could just launch a holy war once in my life. I can't go to war right now because my army is raised, so let's drop the army. I don't know if I could go to war. Let me see. So like this guy's, once I create Valois, I might be able to retract the vassal because this is going to fall into the duchy that I'm going to create. So I might be able to just retract this vassal and then give it to my brother. Another thing is that I can go to the emperor and I can swear fealty to the emperor and become his vassal as a king under the emperor of Rome. And then all of this will be underneath the Holy Roman Empire. Like all of the Leon basically will be under the Holy Roman Empire. And that way it still stays like under one empire. Like when I make my brother the king, he will still be the king of France, but he will still be under the Holy Roman Empire. And then so like, even though I get it off my back and will be like a vassal to the emperor, and have to like demand our position on his council and like shit like that. The advantage of that is that then we could try to usurp to become the Emperor of Rome, and all of this stuff will already be within it. And this way I can like offload France to my brother while still keeping it under like a big empire. So that's kind of like an option as well. Given the fact that I'm betrothed to the emperor's daughter, even though that their laws are a lot different. Their laws, let's say it's feudal. I forgot like what how to check like what the actual laws are, but I think they, let's see, titles. I might be able to go to succession. Here we go. The Holy Empire. See, they have an elective male only, so it's very difficult though, you know, to gain like the emperor title. And even if I did, I would have to change that law from being elective to being, you know, that my firstborn son just becomes the emperor. You know what I'm saying? So that's really difficult because there's no guarantee on who's going to be the next guy. So there's no way to like marry your way in that way. But it's possible that if I form this as the Holy Roman Empire, that I might then become an electee because I have like the largest kingdom. I might be like next in line then to inherit it. Like, so this is his heir, but he's not the heir to the kingdom of Rome, I don't believe. Let me see. I don't think he's heir to being an emperor. He's just unlanded, you see. Succession. I think this kid actually has got like the first vote as far as like the heir. But if I don't know if it's like within the family or how it works. This guy's a crazy strategist. So I've unlocked, you know, some good like diplomatic shit with the defensive negotiations and fellow vassal. Oh, I had the tooltips turned off. Let's see if that kid really is the heir to the Emperor of Rome. Yeah, he's heir to the Holy Roman Empire. And then it's like this guy. Who's not even part of that dude's family. He's the Prince of Hungary's son. So it's like all the kings and shit that are like part of the Holy Roman Empire have a chance to become the emperor through election. So it's an option. I would prefer to just like create the Empire of Spain and have all this fall within Spain or the Empire of France. It doesn't really matter, just to create any empire. And then, you know, this way I can like make my brother the king of France and still be the emperor, and he'll still be my vassal. Once I make the kid a king, like France just goes back to being like a foreign nation. And the only benefit the benefit I'm getting though is that my dynasty is another king. So a lot to think about right now. So right now I'm laying claim to this county because I really gonna have to revoke her title as the Duchess, like as soon as I can without incurring tyranny. And I have a hook on her because she's my family, so I could definitely get her to accept. If I revoke the title of the Duchy of Portugal, I could use the hook and she'll definitely accept, but it's an act of tyranny and I really can't handle that. So if I lay claim to it, then it won't be an act of tyranny. So I have to, you know, basically fabricate enough claims, you know, to the territories within there and then strip it from her to keep it in-house. Unless she becomes the Queen of Jerusalem. I'm not sure. Yeah, no. She'll become the Queen of Jerusalem, and that's like an equal title, so it all fall under her title. That's what the suggestion is saying here. It's saying that realm will lose land when vassal inherits foreign title. So Duchess Blanca will inherit the Kingdom of Jerusalem, a foreign title of a higher tier than her current primary title. Which basically, you know. I can usurp the Kingdom of Navarra, which as the Kingdom of Navarra is just this county, because he's just gotten wrecked. So like one thing I could do is I could take this, and then I could just make her the Queen of Navarra. But either way, that's still, you know, still break it. Really, I want to take this title and then destroy the title so no one can become the King of Navarra like this kid that I gave all this fucking land to. He's going to try to take the Kingdom of Navarra, and then he's going to want to become the King of Navarra and break away from Leon. And again, they wouldn't be able to do that if I had an empire. You know, I wouldn't mind. He could become the King of Navarra, and I wouldn't give a shit because I'm still the Emperor of Spain. So a lot of the shit that I'm trying to figure out, really the best thing to do right now would be to take the, you know, Kingdom of Navarra and then destroy the title so no one can inherit it. And, you know, and the guy would actually have to spend like prestige and like gold to reform the kingdom if he wanted to become the King of Navarra. So really the goal is we gotta form an empire as quick as we can so we can keep this shit in order. I'd really like to get France off my back, you know, pretty soon. So I think I'm gonna, for now, I'm just going to drop my army. Damn, what's up with this commander, bro? What has he got? I think he's got the bubonic plague. Damn, man. Anyway, yeah. Tough call, tough business, right? Alright, so let's disband the army. Now we're getting plus 10 gold. Once that ransom goes through, I'm gonna get another 100, so we're gonna have a pretty decent amount of gold. Found a new empire. This is to not fulfill the requirements. Found an entirely new empire title. So I really just need to get like 20 more counties under my realm, and I could form an empire. This is another way I could do it. Like I can find a brand new empire that's not like de jure of anything, as long as I hold, you know, 3 or more kingdoms. Right now I own 2, and I could get the Kingdom of France. I mean, I own France and Leon, and I can get the Kingdom of Navarra like really easily. Just strip. He's my dynasty member. I could literally just go and like take it from him, or I could just push somebody's claim on it, or I can go to the guy and, you know, say, you know, you're of my dynasty, so I can, you know, basically lay claim to the Kingdom of Navarra. I might be able to offer vassalage. No. Okay. Another way is like when you get so powerful, like I can go to the King of Barcelona once I'm an emperor, and I can like offer him vassalage, and I could just not go to war with him and just say, you want to, you know, basically be my vassal as the King of Barcelona under the empire, you know, or whatever it is. He's a duke, right? He's a Duke of Barcelona, and there's no kingdom, so I could basically like offer him to become, you know, under my vassal, like under the Kingdom of Leon right now, but he won't accept. So this guy, he's got like 3,000 troops. His allies only got, well, this is total, so his allies really got 2546, and he only got 20, 1,288 troops. So I can launch like a holy war on this entire kingdom. And I can propose like one alliance without a marriage or whatever for my skill traits. They just have to like me enough. But I can launch like holy wars for like this entire kingdom as well, if I wanted to. And we could like get all that land like that from the holy war. So there's a lot going on. So, you know, my main kingdom or whatever is really managed. It's good. If I offloaded France, like I'd be right back to everybody loves me and I can make any law I want and everything's all good. I can hyper focus on keeping this like within the kingdom of Leon before like you die. Concerned though, I don't know. That's a girl. And the only reason why he's not taking it is because he's a bastard child. Otherwise, he'd be the heir to the throne. Unless it's equal. I don't know if it's equal. Let me see. Queen Stormy partition male preference law. But I don't know if the bastard child can inherit. That's why. But another girl. I believe that's a girl. Some issues going on. I mean, I straight up, you know, I lose some power though if I, you know, if I let this all become the empire, the Holy Roman Empire. So anyway, gotta start figuring some of this shit out. I think the first things first is I'm gonna make my brother the Duke. The only thing is that my little piece of land that I'm keeping here to launch my army within France is the only county that I own right now. So I gave him the other one. So even if I make him a Duke, this falls within that duchy, and he's gonna have like negative 25 opinion because he wants the duchy under his de jure duchy once but that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he'll probably gain so much like positive once I make him a Duke. This guy is just absolutely going nuts. Like this guy right here, he owns all this land. So he's like the biggest threat, my uncle, right now. And then his brother is like his son, the primary heir. I think he's my cousin, right? He's my distant cousin. But he's not of my house or of my dynasty. I mean, if this dude was of my dynasty, which I don't think he is, I think he's just the head of the House of Blois. But it says he's intimidated by my dreadful reputation, so he's less likely to rebel against me. So I don't know if starting a murder scheme on him like really makes any sense. But my fear is I give my brother the kingdom of France, and this is the guy that takes it from him. Yeah, he's the dynasty head. That's what that symbol means. He's got 19 living members. These are the 3 houses of his dynasty. These are all the living members of the dynasty. So, because one of the things I was considering is I just take out his entire house. And this was the old king of France. So I can't attack him because I should have a truce with him, I think. I think I have a truce with this guy until a certain amount of time. And so that's where we're at. The screen got all screwed up somehow because the game's still like bugged out, so I'm just gonna have to reload it real quick. 11/01/01. What's the date? It's the 11th. It's the 8th. All right. So this is like why I didn't come back into it like at the end of like any work week day, because there's so much to think about. My brain is like too fried during the week to like jump back in. I think like first things first is I make that duchy. Fabricating claims here. Like basically, if I can revoke the title of of Portugal without any issue, then I don't give a fuck what she becomes. So this chick is the issue here as well. So I can demand her to convert to Catholicism. She's probably not going to accept though. I'm going to try to get a hook on her. And if she refuses, I'll have an imprisonment right against her. And I don't know if like criminals that are imprisoned if I have a right to revoke their titles. But that's a large chunk of land that I can give to my brother with the other duchy, and then I'd feel confident to just make him the King of France for now and just bounce out, get out of the situation. And just start focusing on coming down here. Because I have way too many vassals right now. Way too many. Look at all these fucking vassals from gaining France, plus my dukes and shit that I already had. I just have too many vassals, way too many. I've got 25 vassals right now. Looks like the bubonic plague is spreading through my realm. No, she's got lover's pox. Let's see. What does she have? She's just depressed. She's melancholic, fucking reclusive. She's scarred, paranoid. She's just wounded from battle or something. Dude with the bubonic plague, I mean, what the fuck? This dude, vassal and knight. Where's that fucking guy? makes sense. That's my brother's. Duke Robert. He's a Duke? Duke of what? Oh, he's here. Wait a second. What the fuck? Oh, it's down there. So he's here. Let's check this guy's court and see if, like, this shit is, like, spreading through his court. He looks like he's got it. Oh? Yeah, he's got it too. Oh, he's gout-ridden. Yeah, he's got the bubonic plague too. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy, man. This guy can fucking, like, spread that shit throughout the whole realm. Dynasty is he part of? Usually, like, having, like, just a really good physician in the realm and really just, like, kicking the people out. Like, if they're just, like, in the court, you can, like, yeah, you could kill them, or you could just, like, strip them of their titles and then force them out of the realm. Like, force them to leave your court. These are all the living members he has. And it looks like it's pretty under control for now. I could just, you know, but I don't want to waste, like, the opportunity. I'm not, you know, trying to dig up some secrets right now, I think. What's my council doing? She's just disrupting schemes. I need to get her to start finding secrets. First I need to find out, is this where she resides? Yeah. I need her to get up in her shit and start finding some secrets there. In her court. Start digging shit up. See if we can find anything to get a hook on her. To get her to revoke the title. I mean, if I can get all this land from her, like the entire kingdom basically, I could form the kingdom. I mean, I'll take the 20 point, like, everybody hate me hit. That's right, I gotta drop these guys again. Alright, yeah, so let's form the duchy. What the fuck, man? Things getting all screwed up with the screen again. It really seems like when you're, like, something going on when you check, like, titles of other characters or whatever. So anyways, let's drop the army again. I made him the commander of the army, hoping that he would just die in battle. He's like a pretty good knight, too. But, now I gotta re-put my spy master, find secrets. He's got 11 months left to fabricate the claim on your daughter there. Alright, and then I'm gonna create the Duchy of Beloy. That's the kingdom. It's the Duchy of Beloy. Where is it? There we go. I'm gonna create this title. Okay. Then I'm gonna make my brother a duke. Duchy of Beloy. What? Are these already falling into duchies? No. Falls within my duchy. This is falling into... Yeah, these guys are... The only county that's falling into this guy's realm or this guy's duchy is Valois. Now that I own it, though, I should be able to retract the vassal because it's a de jure. So let me see if I can retract the vassal for Valois here. It's the Count of Valois. Let's see, where is it? Nevers, terrain, Blois, charters, province. Don't make no sense. Oh, it's because he's holding it directly. He's holding the county of Blois. So, but I have rights to then just revoke the title. Like, even though he's not going to give up the Duchy of Champagne, unless I get a hook on him or whatever, and take all kinds of tyranny hits. But I do have I do have a right to take this. I don't know why it's telling me I don't, but I just created the duchy. Maybe I gotta let time pass for a second. Okay, she left the prison, so we got 100 back. You can declare wars. Navarra, Duke of Barcelona. Titles can be created. The Kingdom of Aquitaine. See, I don't want to be creating kingdom titles though until I'm an emperor. That's like me creating the duchies and giving it to my dukes. So I don't want to be, you know, because I'm a king. So as soon as I give somebody a kingdom title, if there's not a higher tier, then they just get separated. But I can create all these other duchies. The Duchy of Armagnac, which is where? Oh, okay, it's down there. And then we have the Duchy of Bourbon. And then we have the Duchy of Berry. Which is there. Take a look at the duchy's map right quick. Oh, that is the duchy map. So that's got a few counties in it. It's not worth it. Yeah, it really doesn't. It's really not worth it to create any of these territories. This guy already created this Duchy of Champagne. Duchy of Bar. Look at all these guys' vassals, man. All these other ones that are reporting to him. This guy's gonna want to become king. I'm sure he already desires the Kingdom of France, to be honest. Go check him out. He desires the County of Orleans. But I don't even hold that directly. County of Orleans is held by this chick. I can, like, grant him that as a vassal. That would, like, improve my relationship with him. And grant him the vassal and grant him that, and that'll gain 40 opinion plus the minus 25 will come off. And that's because he's also the Duke of this area here. That's why. He's the Duke of Orleans as well. And if I have a right to. I don't. I don't understand how that's an act of tyranny. It's de jure. I should have claim to Valois. But anyway, okay, fine. I'm just gonna make Brother Dukes a Duke. Brother Dukes a Duke. So he's got all that now under his territory, and his army just came up to 1,600. Plus I'm his ally. We're allies, right? I should be in there as like his allies, yeah. That's me as his ally, so I'll give him a lot of levies as well. Now he's kind of happy. He's gonna like want a seat on the council is -40. Not gonna give him that. Same dynasty, all kinds of like traits. Refused alliance -25. I thought we are allies. Let me see. Allied to Holy Roman Empire and the King of England. And Duke Truce. I don't know how the fuck we're not allies. I thought he was my ally. Or something happened and the alliance broke off. I'm not sure. Maybe I allied with him before I... No idea. Allies. Allied to Duke Roberto of Valois. Yeah, we're allies. What the fuck? Allied to King, allied to the Holy Roman Empire. Alright. Alright, so that gets that off my back. Still got way too many fucking vassals. I just don't want to hand it to him too early. Like, I might just, like, say fuck it and just give him France. I think we go after this bitch. I might just murder her. Like 41% chance. Let me see what the succession is. This kid. Alright. These guys have a pretty sizable army. It's one... How many counties are in here? A lot. A lot of counties. I think if I just launch a holy war for this kingdom, I could just... If I win it, I think that might be enough counties under my control to form the Empire of Spain, but then I'd need like 1,000 gold. But yeah, there's tons of counties. Let me see. Let's just go to the county map real quick. So I need 20 more. Let's see, there'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's not part of it. what that is. I mean, that might do it. Oh, look, and then this is even part of it. Is that part of the Empire of Spain, actually? Let me see. That is Hispania. So I think that's the play. And then I could just give him the Kingdom of France. Maybe even create like another fucking kingdom for the other chick. So he doesn't try to usurp the empire. And then just have like the King of France, the King of, the Queen of whatever this territory is. Aquitaine. She'd be the queen of that. So she'd be the queen of that shit. My brother would be the Kingdom of France that would extend all the way down to here. I would first make make her the queen of this whole territory. That way Jerusalem wouldn't fall into her hand. Like, Portugal would stay Portugal and not become Jerusalem. In fact, if I made her a king, once she no. Maybe this would actually come, yeah, then Jerusalem would fall under the Empire of Spain, because I don't think she has an heir, she doesn't have a liege. So actually the Empire of Spain then Jerusalem would become the Empire of Spain as well. That would fix a lot of shit. So I think that's the goal. I'd have to call all my allies to this war, but I think that's how to get there. The thing is if I go to war, I'm going to be like really exposed for everybody to bug out over here. I got a sway campaign going on this guy right now. And I don't know, man. I go to war and turn my back. These people might turn around and try to fuck around. I just gotta hold on to the kingdom as long as I can. Wait, this is the Kingdom of Aquitaine. Wait a second. To find a new empire, my level of fame is exalted among men. Level 4 or above. It's a 5th level of fame. What's my level of fame right now? Let me see, I show it on my character screen. And then at least one of these, my realm size is 120 or more. Or I hold 3 or more kingdoms and my realm size is 80 or more. So really I just have to get my level of fame up as well. Let's see, what's my level of fame right now? The cat died, by the way. Forgot how to check my level of fame. This would show it. It's just bugged out. It would show what my level of fame is. Progress toward the next level of fame. Established, distinguished, illustrious, exalted among men. 4,000's got to be exalted among men. Alright, so I think we can form an empire pretty soon. Let's see what other decisions I can make here. Invite claimants, convert to local culture, go on a pilgrimage. I think I have enough faith right now to launch a holy war on the guy anyways, though. Holy war for the kingdom. Just like, I don't know, just got sick, I think. I don't know what happened. Like, I had a pop-up come up and say, you think about the kid's 20, he found the cat when he was a little kid. So I think the cat just died of old age. Like, came up and said, she was acting real lethargic, and he was petting her and shit, and said that, like, he knew that she wasn't gonna wake up in the morning. And then I lost the cat. So this costs 540 faith. Yeah. I was like, oh man, I should have pet it for stress before that. So this says within the target title, all titles held by Muwaladi rulers are seized, and any Catholic rulers are vassalized by me. You may only attempt one holy war against a kingdom tier title per lifetime. You will seize all territory within Sultan Abdallah II's realm that is part of the Kingdom of Navarra. That's stupid. Your allies share 500 based on their contribution. That's for the Kingdom of Navarra. Which doesn't make sense. It's basically a whole war for the Kingdom of Navarra. Basically, give me this one county. That doesn't make any sense. Is it because this kingdom has not been created? No, it is a kingdom title. I just don't have any claim on it, but I shouldn't have to if it's a holy war. I should be able to just take it. No titles change hands and surrender. No title change hands. Catholicism loses fervor. Your allies share 500. I pay 781 gold. Factions targeting you get 25% strength or discontent. His faith pops off, and all my Catholic vassals lose opinion of me. But it doesn't make sense. It says you will seize all territory within Sultan Abdallah's realm that is part of the Kingdom of Navarra. Within the target title, all titles held by rulers are seized, and any Catholic rulers are vassalized by me. Is the Sheikdom of Tudela? That's just that. Holy War for the Kingdom is for Navarra. Holy War for the Duchy. Part of the Duchy of Navarra. It's just because he's encroached. It's just because he's encroached onto Navarra, the Kingdom of Navarra's land. That's Catholic. I guess you can't launch a holy war for their natural counties. What's this dude's kingdom? See, this one says I'll seize all territory within Sultan Abu Bakir's realm that is part of the Sultanate of Badajoz. I gotta look at these fucking kingdom titles, is what I gotta do. Oops. But I don't understand, why? Seize the Duchy of Navarra, seize the Sheikdom of Tudela, which is just a little duchy. Holy War for the Kingdom, and then I have other people's claims. That guy's got a claim on that shit. I want this guy's whole kingdom though. What the fuck? I'm gonna go to fight this whole huge war for this guy's shit, and at the end of it, I'm gonna get that. It doesn't make any sense. I guess you can only take it from... I don't get it. Let's do declare war, holy war for kingdom. It's within the target title. All titles held by these kind of rulers are seized. Within the target title. The Sultanate of Badajoz. What the hell is that? Kingdom title. He's a sultan. The duchy. Badajoz. I would basically pick up this duchy. Everything that he owns in the target title, which essentially would be just these two these counties here, which I already lay claim to. You hit it with square and it'll show me. Sheikdoms, serious kingdom title. Aftasid. Emirate Badajoz. This is right. So basically, if I launched a kingdom war on the dude, holy war for duchy, holy war for kingdom. War for county. This little county here. Holy war for duchy or kingdom. I think it's just like how we launched the Holy War in Jerusalem, where there'll be a sponsor and shit. And it's basically just telling me if I launch the Holy War, I automatically am going to get this one county. And then whoever gets nominated and shit and is like the head of the Holy War or whatever will end up becoming the queen or whatever, or a king of this whole territory. But not like mine. Not like that. This is the Sheikdom of Uklis. Is he Catholic? Oh, I see. That's what it is, dude. I see. It's like if I wanted to launch a holy war to take this guy's, like... Yeah, I can speak a little Italian. A little bit. Mainly curse words and stuff. I get what's going on, though. It's basically whatever it's because this guy his liege is the king. And so, like, if I want this piece of territory, I gotta launch a war on the kingdom to take it from him. It's not like I'm launching a war on the entire kingdom. That's what's basically going on. So it's like whatever title I select. Like if I select this, I can't launch a holy war on this guy, see? Can't do shit. But if I select his liege, this guy, then I can declare a holy war for like either that duchy or whatever it is. That's how it's working. Right. So this is the entire kingdom. Somebody else will inherit that. Unless I nominate myself. Let me save it and just kind of experiment with this and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let me see. No, I don't want that. Just giving me that for the Kingdom of Navarra. I think because my sister... my cousin took it, I could do it. I could probably take this because my realm split that duchy, right, and that kingdom right in half or something already. And that's why it's telling me I can, like... This is the Affasid Sultanate. So I can declare war, like, for that duchy. Or for this, all of this. Because our land, Leon, has entered in. I think that's how it's working. So I just go scoop that shit from him. You can just seize the Duchy of Navarra because it's de jure. It's a big ass war for that little spot. Again, that's just for the Kingdom of Navarra. So this guy's pointless to fuck with. This guy's Catholic, so I can't launch a holy war on him. But my Duke has claims on it. Duke Hughes, he's the French dude. That's the guy that was the King of France I just overthrew. And that guy... I don't have a cast a spell even on that guy. Why? Is he fucking Catholic? Don't make no damn sense. Maybe because there's no connecting title. It's probably because it's not touching my land. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna run up and take this guy's shit. For his whole kingdom here. Oh, then there's an objective. Oh, wait a second. Declare war, holy war for the kingdom. And then at the bottom I have objectives. Here we go. Kingdom Navarra. Here we go. Here we go. The Dunahid Sultanate. That's the whole fucking kingdom. That's that whole piece of the kingdom. That's how you do it. Or the Kingdom of Aragon, which is this, everything that's turning blue here. That's how you do it. So I would want the whole Sultanate. Get all that for Leon. I see. That's how it works. Then his military strength will be so low that I should be able to just stomp him and take the rest. Now the outcome will change on the right. If I hit confirm. Now sees all territory within his realm that is part of the Sultanate of Andalusia. And any Catholic rulers will become my vassals right away. Otherwise I'm going to wind up with a bunch of vassals that really don't like me. So I gotta look at some of these duchies and shit. Like this dude, I'd want to... Anybody I capture in war, to release them, I'll force them to convert to Christianity, and then I'll just make them vassals so we don't hate each other. It's a little preemptive, doing this kind of early. Especially when I'm not stabilized in France. Really, the move, I guess, would have been to take France after forming the empire. I should have focused on this first, formed the empire, and then took France. But I was kind of running out of time, so... Alright, let's see if we can do this here. Seize the holy war for the kingdom. Choose the objective. I could take the Kingdom of Aragon, because the Kingdom of Aragon already should be people that are... No, they're all Mundawaldi or whatever. They're all Mundawaldi. Alright, fuck it. Let's give it a shot. I should wait for my army to kind of replenish. Got 5,000 troops. 15,000 total allies military strength. Because I'm allied with so much shit. This guy doesn't really got shit. He's vastly inferior, I think. He's just regularly inferior, that's fine. Holy war for the kingdom. The Sultanate. Confirm. Why won't it let me declare war? My level of devotion is less than paragon of virtue. All that. To figure out what my fucking status is. This is all bugged out, bro. It pisses me off. Total gains. That's kind of a pain in my ass. I don't have enough money to take any of these pilgrimages. There's 350 gold. Or I can go to the Vatican for 250. This is only 100 to go to the site of Santiago. I can change my mind, it's not the right time, but okay, so we can't really go on a pilgrimage right now. Could just do a holy war for this guy's duchy and call it a wrap. It's got like 3 counties in it. Fuck. Oh my god, I haven't pressed play since we started. Look at all these factions that I have against me. They want independence. Just because I just recently took over. They want lower crown authority. I think I just need to hurry up and give my brother France and just get off that shit. Focus on just forming the Empire of France for now and just having another dynasty member and deal with sister dukes, cousin dukes from becoming the Queen of Jerusalem. I mean, I made him a duke here. I'd rather have some kids than make them I just need to get this shit off me, though. I really need to get a hook on this guy. No, I don't. No, I need to lay claim to that shit. Fucking scaly kid. This cat. Congenial trait. Take a look real quick at my claims. County of Charles. I can't revoke his title because this guy is his fucking liege. I need to deal with this guy. It's an act of tyranny because I don't have the duchy yet. Who's the Duke? This chick? No, it's just the Countess. The Duchy of Orleans. Oh, that's right. It's fucking this guy still. He's the Duke of both. Fucking A. See what he's classified at. Champagne. He's claimed all this under his first Duke title. So I lose 20 opinion of everybody. Let's see what happens. Let's see, like, in my own realm. She's got plus 54. He's got minus 50. He's got plus 71 because I just made him a Duke. He's got plus 100. She's got plus 21. I'm gonna revoke all her shit anyways before she becomes the queen, hopefully. She's got -1. She's just some rebel that rose up and became the duchy, and then we want to take this guy's kingdom and shit and extend our land there. This is also cousin Duke's, which is gonna this shit like is probably it is the Duchy of Portugal. I need to take that duchy title from her. But everybody in my own realm is pretty cool, like no problem. Like if he loses 20, that's still 50. This guy's an issue. He always has been. And it's really because he wants a seat on the council. I can't. I already modified his feudal contract. I can't change it. But the spindly, like, little sister or whatever, she's not so unhappy. And she's not a vassal yet. So, I can just go strip this guy from his shit, lose 20. Everybody here will fucking hate me. I won't really care. I'll give all the land that I gained to my brother, and then make him king, and then set him all up. He should be set. And then I can get back to, like, focusing on my own shit. I'd really like to get this into the Empire of Spain, but that's not gonna happen. I messed up by taking that shit too early. So we might just make this the Empire of Spain and just work our way south into, like, the Arab countries. Where I pledge fealty to the fucking Emperor, and we just become part of the Holy Roman Empire and start claiming all this shit for the Empire. And try to figure out how to become the Emperor of Rome. Which is a possibility, I mean, being that I'm married to the daughter of the Emperor, and our kids may lay claim to the Holy Roman Empire. They elected this kid, though. So if I kill him, they'll just elect another person. You know, he's having so many fucking kids, there's really no way. So it's better just let the kid become an emperor and then have a daughter and marry her in or something. I don't know, dude. There's so much shit going on. Alright, well, I'm gonna risk it, so everybody can hate me, I don't care. I'm gonna revoke this guy's duchy title for for the Duchy of Champagne. That's an act of tyranny. Everybody's going to lose 20. He's got a 35% chance to accept. He's probably not going to accept, and I'm going to have to go to war with the dude. See how it goes. Wow, he just handed it over. Just so. This guy belongs in my duchy. Alright, so let me grant him a Duchy of Champagne, County of Rheims, the County of Troyes. I'm just gonna give him like everything. County of Troyes, County of Rethel, County of Sens. He can make his own vassals. County of Brie. There. That should be enough. Grant titles. And then I'm going to make him Salamanca and Zamora. That's all of mine. And then I'm going to make him the King of France. Yeah, he's going to become an independent ruler. Do I do that? Shit, I hope this is the right play. Fuck, I'm getting like a Charlie horse in my fucking leg. I mean, this was the plan the whole time anyways, right? To take it for the brother. I didn't really even start thinking about the empire thing. It's just I just have so much fucking territory to just hand it away. I wish I could just keep it inside of like the empire. But if it's that close to my family and he's going to be a dynasty member, you know, I have the power to retract the kingdom from him as well later on. So, sure, just get it off me. Alright. So now he's the independent ruler of France. And then Aquitaine and shit. Look at this, dude. I still have all this, though. That wasn't the goal. I didn't think it was just going to give him the de jure title of France. I thought it was going to give him everything that was already under the Kingdom of France. These are just duchies and shit like that, I guess. This is a direct vassal. Either that or it's like naturally flown, it's naturally drifted. I don't think so. Let me see. Integrate title. No, these haven't naturally drifted. It's not de jure drifting towards the Kingdom of Leon. The target becomes the de jure prime. Right, this is drifting towards Leon right now. And if I send the diplomat there, like, it'll take 54 years and this'll de jure become part of my shit. Could have been a bad move. Fuck, dude. Let's take a look at, like, my court should be super clean now. She's right, because I still have all these assholes on my court. All these fucking assholes are still in the court. Am I, like, also the king of Aquitaine or some shit? Or it just never got created? Right? This kingdom just never got created is what it is. Guaranteed. If I go to the titles, it's de jure part of the kingdom of Aquitaine, which hasn't been created yet. Which I could have created that kingdom title if I had 500 gold. Sort of makes me feel better about it, to be honest. So we can hang on to this and then bring this into part of the empire. The problem is I got this bitch and all these people to deal with now, and because we're foreign culture groups and everything like that. Really need to have an empire before going after France. That was the problem. How close are we to finding a new empire? Realm size is 120 or more. Now I'm down to 67. War I hold 3 or more kingdoms, and my realm size is 80 or more. I own 67 now. This is a bad move. This guy's gonna fight me for it this time, I guarantee you. Unless he's just under the whip and he's too afraid, but he's gonna hold on to the Duchy of Orleans. I want the County of Valois too. Well, it doesn't make sense to take the 20% hit right now, then. Might as well just go take the Kingdom of Navarre from this guy. Not for him. Not for him. Take it from right. Can I offer vassalage? I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I could just fucking go and send the dude to go fucking fabricate a claim on it when I'm ready. Or for the Kingdom of Aragon. Yeah, I'll still have those guys like right up on my borders and shit. I could sweep the left side. And the lower, I mean... That's right, I can't do it because I don't have enough faith. Alright, anyway. Let time roll and see how this shit goes. Look at all these really pissed off assholes. These guys are fighting over this duchy now. Take this guy's duchy from him. He's his commander. He's a good steward. Fuck is he the commander? Let's see who's my knights. It's good at intrigue, it's alright. 17, 14, 12, 11. I forbid him because he's my steward. 25. My brother, player, heir, and vassal, last guy I want on the fucking battlefield. Forbid him for being a knight. I think I checked this shit, man. Force. Cowardly lackey. Force. Where's that duke? Is that duke? Oh yeah, I'm gonna force this fucker. For sure. Force him. Force this guy. I should force him too. Just force all these people that fucking suck. It's all good. Whatever. England's calling me to war. Wales. See that stone? I got the claim on your daughter's duchy finally. And Porto should be able to. Let me see if it's just the revoke title. It's not on the duchy, right? It's just on the county that I have a claim on. Let's get the rest of her shit. Tool, do Braganza first. They took the Sultan's son hostage. And probably just gotta take like one more county and I'll win the war already and take this guy's duchy. I already laid claim to these two counties. He's like literally not present. I'm gonna get more money from that dude. Spy Master uncovered. She's a witch. Just a guest. And a prisoner though. Blackmailer. I'm gonna gain a lot of stress though if I do that. Just hang on to the secret for now. How'd she become my steward? She must have had a feudal contract or something that guaranteed her right on the council before he took France. She's a trash steward. What the fuck is going on, dude? I gotta murder this bitch. Demand her to become Catholic. I have a right to imprison her. She refused the king. Try to throw him in prison after I'm done with this war. Now there's shit popping off because of her poor stewardship skills. That should be the war. There we go. You're known for the dedication of your faith. I gain a level of devotion. I'd love to give it to her. God, I can't. She's already got Portugal in 2 of those areas. I'm not really feeling that great, dude. think I'm gonna break here. So close we are from finding a new empire here. Excuse me. I'm getting close. 104 out of 120 to form the empire. I still haven't launched a holy war for a kingdom yet. Where's the military? There we go. Sweet. I was able to imprison her. For not changing her faith. I wonder if I could just revoke her title now. Yeah, she's a criminal. She has to accept because she's in jail. I'll revoke all her. I think I can only revoke one title because she's a criminal. Basically take that chunk from her. And she's got 3 duchy titles, this bitch. I'm gonna revoke that title from her. No, I don't think I can revoke it. Revoke again without tyranny. Yeah. I've already punished her by taking the title, so that's good. I could just throw the bitch in the dungeon and let her rot. I can demand for her to convert to Catholicism. And she loses all claims on my realm, or I could just straight up banish her from the realm. She wouldn't accept that though. She won't convert, man, no matter what. This bitch is strong in her faith. What's banishing do? Prison characters can be banished from the realm, which is arguably the harshest form of punishment. Banished landed rulers are disposed, while banished courtiers have their assets seized. Banishment without a reason, some severe crime, is considered extremely tyrannical. I lose 5 opinions, which is banish her out of the realm. Could just execute the bitch, but now it's tyrannical to do that too. Because I took her land instead. Just throw her in the dungeon. starting to fix like people's opinion in France by stripping their titles and giving them to other people until I can form the empire. So that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break though from this. I'm not really feeling that great. Kind of got a stomach ache. What time is it? It's only 10:30. Wow. Yeah, it's a little too much thinking and shit right now. Pizza like screwed my stomach, man. Shit. I ate too fast. Alright, dude. Probably gonna take a little break for a while. I might, I don't know. If I feel a little better, I might give this a break and just hop over onto Elden for a little bit. I'm not sure. But I'll let you out.